What's going on? I go by the name of Quest Legends. This is the Slums Project. Today we're gonna be talking about Dizaster versus Hollow the Dawn. Of course, this battle has been anticipated. It's been a must-see. It's been in high demand for a few years now. A lot of people have been wanting to see this battle. So it'll finally go down at Massacre 3, hosted by King of the Dot in Boston. And I have to say, it was a classic matchup. It has a lot of replay value. It was just overall a good battle, something to remember. It was a one-rounder, so they couldn't go back and forth, but it was hella entertaining, I should say. That battle was hella entertaining. This is a brief recap. I'm not going into what these guys said word for word. I'm just picking out key parts in the battle which led to the winner, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Now, Hollow goes up first. Hollow starts off saying he was going to go first no matter what the coin toss said, heads or tails, because people would just fast forward through his verse any old way. So that was funny. Crowd went crazy. Hollow had an overall good performance. He uses a lot of schemes and angles. I think it worked. One of his best schemes, which was a haymaker, was that gorilla bar with cannabis. That whole scheme was a haymaker. The Sharon Stone scheme was a haymaker. The math bar was cool. It was alright. The Jay-Z 444 line was hot. The way how he exposed Dizaster's rapping style was hot. It wasn't a haymaker, but it was cool. You know how he rapped fast and trying to make his point. He had a lot of jokes too, which he came at Dizaster with. He said he's easily distracted. He said Dizaster's not a G because his man is active. That was a hot bar right there. He had a line that went at Tay-Rock, pipeline line. That was bananas right there. So overall, Hollow had like 3 to 4 haymakers in his battle. He had a good performance. He had stage presence. He had bars and flow. I mean, he really came to win. Dizaster comes up, and Dizaster, his energy and performance outshines even a lot of his wordplay and his lyrical ability. He has a very good performance. He started getting on Hollow. He had some jokes on Hollow, saying how Hollow looked like a reggaeton DJ. He started getting on Hollow's lean habit. He got on Hollow with the old Hollow bar, ripping his shirt like Hulk Hogan. I think that was fire. He had a LOM scheme that was a haymaker right there. That merch bar, that was hot. That was fire. That whole LOM scheme angle was fire. I mean, it had me. I was like, wow. What else does Dizaster have? The Black Lives Matter bar was towards the end, which I really wasn't feeling. Wasn't feeling the N-word bar, a whole scheme and angle. I don't know where Dizaster was going with that. It was a whole thing with the time limit. He was rapping more than Hollow, but I think Hollow should have just let him just get it out. Even if he had 7 to 8 minutes, I think Hollow should have said, you know what, just go ahead, because if somebody's better than you or their round is better than yours, you could rap 20 minutes. And if you're not saying nothing, yeah, he was getting crowd reaction, but most of what he was saying was cool. Like the Rocketeer line was cool. He had a lot of cool bars. He didn't, you know, his performance was good. He had a few hot bars that stood out, but mostly he had a lot of cool bars, borderline average bars. But I think it was still close. He still came to win. You understand? He still came to win. I give respect to Dizaster, and I give respect to Hollow. They proved why they can be called the GOAT. Because they put in their work and their resume is good. You know? And especially battling each other is gonna improve in their resume. So listening to the battle and, you know, rating it, I think Hollow edged the battle. 1-0. I think it was a good battle, but I think Hollow just had, you know, I think he had performance. I think he had bars. I think he had flow. I think his schemes was better. His angles was better. Overall, I think he edged the battle. So I got Hollow winning this battle. This is Quest Legends from the Slums Project. Subscribe. I'm out.